Thinking about disputing negative accounts off your credit report yourself? Okay. So here are a few common credit report errors that could help you in your DIY credit dispute process. Okay? All right. So one of the first things that you're going to want to look for when disputing negative items off your own credit are identity errors. Okay? Identity errors are so common that we literally expect to see them. Okay? That's the first thing that we do when we dispute here. Negative items, identity errors first. Okay? So 3 common mistakes that you'll see on your credit report or errors made to your identity information, such as wrong name, phone number, addresses. Second most common identity errors that you'll see are accounts that belong to another person with the same name or similar name as yours. That, believe it or not, that's common. And you would think that your social security number would separate you from anyone else. Common errors, right? And the third thing is incorrect accounts resulting from identity theft. Okay, so that's also very common. Like, seriously, if you don't already have a credit freeze on your credit report, and this is just a sidebar, freeze your credit and just go online and unfreeze your credit when you get ready to use it. And when you're done using your credit, freeze it back. Okay, so one of the second most common errors to look for on your credit report are incorrect reportings of account status. That, like, it's a big thing, okay? It's a big thing, especially if you are trying to clean up your credit in terms of to get negative accounts removed from your credit report. You're going to want to pay close attention to this. Okay, so incorrect reportings of account status. The first thing that you're going to want to look for are closed accounts reported as open. Even if it's a closed charge-off and you know that it's closed, look really good within the credit report. If you're looking online, open up the tabs. You'll see there's drop downs everywhere in your online credit report. Look really good. Okay, the second thing is you are reported as the owner of the account when you actually are just the authorized user. That is extremely common, you guys. Okay, and the next thing, accounts that are incorrectly reported as late or delinquent. Extremely common, and it needs to match across the board with all 3 credit bureaus. So you may have TransUnion reporting that you have 2 late or missed payments on an account, and then Experian maybe report 5 or 6 or none. Look for that stuff. Okay, and so the fourth thing is incorrect date of last payment, date opened, or date of first delinquency. Look for it. I'm telling you, this basically helps you plan strategically how you're going to dispute negative items off your credit report. Okay, the fifth thing is same debt listed more than once. You would be surprised at how common this is. It's like, how are you going to double jeopardy me? I already have a charge off. Why would you put it on my credit report twice? Okay, and the third thing that we want to look for is data management errors. Data management errors are so common and inaccuracies on your credit report. Okay, so the first data management error that you're going to want to look for is reinsertion of incorrect information after it was corrected. So what this means, guys, is if you've disputed something off your credit report already, reinsertion of incorrect information after it was corrected. Okay, this is very common. Say, for instance, and I'll use the disputing process as an example. Say, for instance, if you have a collection on your credit report, you dispute it, the credit bureaus do their thing, they do their investigation, and they send you back 30, 45 days later, they send you a letter saying dispute results. And they say that they have deleted that collection off your credit report. and it'll tell you the reason why and all that good stuff. Okay, and let's say 6 months down the road or even 2 months down the road, you see that same collection come back, but yet it's under a different collection agency's name. That is what we call reinsertion of incorrect information after it was corrected. That's just an example. Okay, so, and there's lots that we can do about that. We can get it right back off, but maybe I'll do a video about that in another video. But right now, the second thing, the second data management error that is very common, accounts that appear multiple times with different creditors listed, especially in the case of delinquent accounts or accounts in collections. Like the collection agencies, they make so many mistakes when they're reporting your collections and your debt and stuff. They make so, like, sometimes it infuriates me because have you ever looked on your credit report? I'm sure there are some people out here who have looked on their credit report, and yes, you have collections. You know you have collections, but you see the same $63 collection on your credit report like 8 times. 8 times. And then when you call them and say, hey, this is not correct, they say, oh, yes, it is. I'm like, no, it's not. Okay, so you can't have the same account number and the same amount from the same company 8 times and tell me that that's correct. No, it's 1 time. Okay, so that's data management errors, and that is extremely common, and I'll tell you why. Because human beings actually have to key in this information, and we make mistakes. So hey, it works to our advantage when we're trying to do disputes to get negative items removed from credit reports. Okay, and the last but not least thing to look for when attempting to dispute negative items off your credit report are balance errors. Everybody knows that if you have a closed charge off, it should not have a past due amount in that credit report. If it charged off at $500, it shouldn't say that there's a past due balance of $500. You know why? Because it's a closed charge off. That's inaccurate reporting. Okay, so the first thing that we look for is accounts with incorrect current balance. Speaks for itself. Okay, and the second thing are accounts with an incorrect credit limit. They do that sometimes. That's kind of rare, but that does happen as well. So hopefully this helped you out. If you're DIYing it, if you're disputing things off your credit report for yourself, or if you're starting a credit repair business, or if you're just interested and you want to know how to toggle your credit and know the ins and outs of things, hopefully this helped you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment. If I don't comment on your question, all of my contact information is in the description. You can definitely email me, check us out on our website or any of our social media platforms, or give us a call. All right.